Let's see what else good. Yeah, there's actually a game section. I might have to try that at some point. What does adventure? Let's try it. Let's see what it does. You can do it like that. Do one adventure game and one relax. We'll see. I don't know what it's gonna do. Alright. Getting stuff back. Okay.
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
Never heard of that before.
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Okay. And what's the big deal?
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Well, that's us for sure.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot.
Okay.
If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing. But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance.
Oh no, everybody looks the same.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name?
At least pretty close. Pretty good job at making the
have failed
characters
to
look
complete
different.
this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly
How
didn't
do they
seem
not know
like
the
a joke
guy's
to
name
them.
then?
Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out.
I mean, a lot of people would disagree with that statement.
In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
All right then, let's go! I'm starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
Yes.
We made it to Vimara Village! villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy. If this commission is
Was that
really as
fishy?
challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna
Am I
need to
fishy,
carry
fishy?
out a very detailed investigation.
I have not fished in forever in this. Maybe any of the other day. Nope.
Yeah, you nearly got him! Wow, Paimon's
There we go,
stomach
got
is
him.
rumbling already!
Yeah. Oh wait. The heck are you?
You've got it! You got it! Whoa, nice catch!
Yay! Okay. I think that was the last new fish. That was the new fish. Hang on. How do I get that net thingy? Do I even have any on me right now? It's like a net. Maybe I don't have any right now.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vermara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
How do you know he was ever
Guess
here?
you're really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
Is there anything you
I
can
know it
tell
may
us?
seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know?
except
We
for
just
their
don't
name
know
and
the specifics.
where they live.
Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now.
Okay.
At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
All right. Specifics aside, then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
And yet...
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise.
Well, maybe he wants to be forgotten.
There aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Maybe he just became a
Could he
jerk.
have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village?
Well,
There's no way
are
he
there
would
any
have made
houses
amends
that are
now.
empty now?
Huh.
That's what I would ask
All
if this was
right,
a real
thanks for
case.
the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
That would be a place to start. Maybe that's his house. If there's no houses that are empty, then the question would be, well, where did he live then? Like, obviously they wouldn't know, but... that would be a question. Not necessarily for the villager. A question nonetheless.
It's the guests I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I'm
I
ashamed
mean,
to
the village
admit it,
chief.
but
You'd think he would know if there
I
was an
just
empty
can't
house.
remember. No
Or a
matter
house
how
that
you
was
look at
empty.
it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out.
I'm just gonna do the buzz shorter. I have to remember.
Well, Traveler, what do you think?
A lot of things are not
I
adding
would think
up.
so too. Like the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name. and nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
Someone who only exists in memories.
Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager.
Oh my god,
I'm begging you. You have to find him.
We'll try our best.
Don't worry, we'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Okay. Oops. No, no, no.
There's no rush. I'll have another talk.
Cities suck. That's my... One second. Flowers?
Fire hazard! Hey!
Stand with me! Lightning terrified!
Okay. That was easy.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky, or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden. Really? You know exactly how I feel?
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well... I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Wow, you two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore.
Such a vague statement.
I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to... The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right?
I was gonna say,
what's wrong,
something like
Traveler?
that seems kind of fishy. That was the same time of day, and had never seen it pass. That's what I was thinking. Also, I saw it.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange? The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this? Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight! I see everything.
Our bond is strong.
Oh, no.
Sharing my knowledge. Everyone hold hands.
Jackie?
Sweet dreams.
Yeah, pickles.
Our bond is strong. Out of my way.
Oh, are you saying good morning to pickles? Oh.
Hey,
Yeah, Mommy said good morning too.
Stand with me.
Oh, no. Yeah. He's laughing, look! Is that funny? There's bad guys. Should we go get them?
Our bond is strong.
Yeah, please, Mommy's gotta heal first. Yeah, you like the sparkles? Game is very sparkly.
Everyone hold hands.
Yeah, these are the bad guys.
Do what we should do. Stand with me.
You like that?
And away I go. Hey,
Our bond is strong. I'll settle this.
You like this game because it's super shiny? Yeah. You actually love these games when you were little.
make yourselves at home. This way.
Stand with me.
Time for a light show.
Our bond is strong. Take care of
Uh-oh.
gang.
Fire hazard.
Dancing part? They look like they're dancing. Uh-oh.
Stand with me.
Sharing my knowledge. Everyone hold hands. The fuse is lit.
Our bond is strong.
I see everything.
Dissipate. Lightning terrified. Our bond is strong.
There we go.
Thank you so much.
Just
I
touch the
wasn't
bottom.
expecting monsters to show up. If you
I
hadn't
think
been
so.
here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.